Hello and welcome to Story Meadow, stories for car journeys, bedtime and any other quiet time. My name's Marion and I'll take you on an adventure and we're going to meet some amazing new friends. We might learn a new thing or two and we're going to share some brilliant ideas that you might want to play afterwards or talk about with friends or family. I really hope you enjoy the story. I started making up stories for my own children, Anna, Ben and Noah, and they love them so much, they asked me to share them with the world. So wherever you are, I hope you enjoy this, and I'd love to hear from you too. So if you do want to share where you are in the world or share about a special occasion like a birthday, I will do my best to give you a shout out on the podcast in the next episode possible. All you need to do is ask a parent or a grown-up to email in at info@storymeadow.co.uk and I'll do my best to read them and share them on the podcast. Okay, enough chatting. Let's get all cozy so we can relax into the story. Let's take a first big breath in through your nose and slowly back out through your mouth. And this time, put your hands out in front of you as if you were holding a lovely hot chocolate in your hands. You're going to breathe in the smell through your nose. Smell that lovely chocolate. And then blow out softly through your mouth to cool it back down. Lovely. Well done. I think it's time to start our story. Are you ready? Billy Bunny in Mr. Mole's garden. This week I want to say a big hello to Moira, Emily and Ada. I can't wait to welcome you in this summer for the summer camp. I'll see you there quite soon. One day, Billy Bunny was out having a walk when he spotted a really beautiful butterfly. It was all white and it had tiny specks of yellow on the tips of its wings that were kind of fading into green onto the edges, and it was so tiny and so delicate that Billy watched it for a long time, moving from flower to flower, and it fluttered this way and fluttered over to another flower patch, and Billy had never seen a butterfly quite like it. So he decided to follow it. He took a few steps following the butterfly this way, and then noticed that the butterfly would suddenly take a sharp turn and go a different way. And Billy noticed that the butterfly was choosing the flowers that smelt the strongest, and it particularly liked lavender. So in the meadow it was going between lavender and other beautiful big flowers, and Billy kept stopping to smell them, and a little bit of honeysuckle, and it all smelt so delicious that Billy followed the butterfly around, smelling all the different flowers that it landed on. And the butterfly seemed to be going in a particular direction, so Billy followed its path. And before he knew it, he turned into the most flower-filled garden he had ever seen. Now there was a little fence all around the edge, and there was a little sign that said, "Keep out, bees and butterflies only." But Billy thought, "I'm only a little rabbit. What harm can I do?" And he tiptoed over the fence and followed the butterfly. And he followed the butterfly as it floated on all the different flowers in this garden. And there was some huge and beautiful flowers. There were peonies, which are like big puffy clouds. There was lavender. There was foxglove. There was honeysuckle. There were all sorts of beautiful flowers and all different colours all over. And as Billy wandered through, he suddenly fell upon a garden of roses. And there were roses of all different colours, oranges and pinks and whites and yellows. They smelt so beautiful, and some of them were really, really big, round, puffy roses, and some of them were really tiny little buds, and the butterfly seemed to love these the most, and it darted from one to another, and Billy followed it giggling. And then the butterfly landed on the most perfect rose Billy had ever seen. It was red, and it was big, and it had just started to open, so it was half open, and the petals weren't falling off just yet. And Billy thought, "This is the most beautiful rose I have ever seen." He gave it a big smell. Oh, and it smelled so delicious. And he thought, well, if I picked just one flower, I could bring it home and I could show Mummy Bunny and she would love this flower, or maybe I could even keep it in my room and then my room would smell as delicious as this flower. So he put his paw out to pick the flower. And just then he heard, oh dear. Billy Bunny curled up into a ball and fell to the floor. He thought he was hidden, but it wasn't the best hiding spot. Billy peeked out from the ground. He moved his ears to the side because he'd used them to cover up his face, and he peeked up. And he saw that Mr. Mole was standing very close by, looking very cross, and his arms were crossed in front of him, and he had a big frown on his face. "Just what do you think you are doing?" Said Billy. Oh dear. How do you think Billy is feeling? He's so nervous, and he knows he's in big trouble. He feels so terrible. He said, "Oh, Mr. Mole, is this your garden?" "It is my garden," said Mr. Mole, "and I'm pretty sure I put a sign out the front saying, 'Keep out, only bees and butterflies allowed.'" Yes," said Billy, "I did see that. I was following a butterfly, and I was being very careful. I didn't damage any of the flowers, I promise. I was just following along." Mr. Mole said, "I thought you were about to pick that rose, Billy." And Billy said, "Oh, well, What do you think he should say? Should he tell the truth, or should he make something up? Well, Billy Bunny is actually very brave, and sometimes it's really hard to tell the truth, but Billy is good at that most of the time. And he really took a deep breath, and he was brave and told the truth. "Well, I was about to pick that rose, and I'm really sorry. It's so beautiful, Mr. Mole, and I wanted to pick it and take it home, and then my bedroom would smell all lovely, but I realise now that I shouldn't have done that, and I'm really sorry. But I didn't pick it." Mr. Mole was really pleased that Billy had told him the truth, and he said, "Follow me." "Oh, am I in trouble?" said Billy, and he followed behind Mr. Mole. "I'm really sorry. I did say I'm really, really sorry." Mr. Mole said, "Come on, follow me." And he took him through the garden over to a little summer house. And the summer house was like a little platform, a bit higher than the rest of the garden. And there was a table and some chairs, and there was a brilliant view of all of the flowers below. It looked like a sea of rainbow colours, and the flowers were moving softly in the breeze, and there were all the different shades of pinks and oranges and reds, some yellows, some greens, some purples, some blues, and Billy was absolutely fascinated. He said, "That is absolutely beautiful up here. This must be the best spot in the garden." And Mr. Mole nodded his head. He said, "Take a seat, Billy." And Billy thought, "Oh dear, oh, he's really cross with me. I'm in big trouble. What is he going to tell me now?" And Mr. Mole opened up a little box on the table. And in the box there was all different beautiful colours of paint. And he handed Billy a paintbrush. He said, "Billy, in my garden, we cannot pick the flowers because they are for the bees and the butterflies. And once we pick them, those flowers die. But if you want to enjoy the flowers, you can come up here any time and you can paint them." And Billy Bunny said, "Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you, Mr. Mole. But I don't know if I'm any good at painting. I'm I'm more of a clumsy bunny, and I make all splodges on the paper, and I'm not sure I can do it." Now, Mr. Mole is actually a very, very patient animal, and he spent the rest of the afternoon showing Billy how to paint the different kinds of flowers and how to use different techniques to do strokes to make all of the stems of the flowers and to show the long grasses and to dab the paint to make beautiful petals in all different shapes. And by the end of the afternoon, Billy had the most wonderful painting of the whole garden, and he even added on a little white butterfly with yellow bits and green bits, just like his special butterfly that he spotted. "Wow, Mr. Mole, look at it. It's finished. It's beautiful. What do you think?" And Mr. Mole nodded his head. He said, "Beautiful, Billy. That is a really good job. Now remember, anytime you want to come and enjoy the flowers, do not pick them, but you are very welcome back in my garden up here, and you can paint and sit and enjoy the flowers from here." "Oh, thank you," said Billy. "Thank you so much, Mr. Mole. I love it, I love it, I love it." And he gave Mr. Mole a big squeezy cuddle, and he took his painting home. And when he got home, he put that painting up on his wall in his bedroom. And his bedroom window was open. And just as the painting had just been hung up, guess who fluttered inside the bedroom to take a look? It was the special butterfly. It fluttered inside, landed on the painting, and then fluttered back out the window. And Billy said, "I'm glad you like it too. See you soon." The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. That is a very special story about butterflies and flowers. And of course, it is always lovely to bring flowers home. And sometimes we do at Story Meadow. We find special flowers and we like to pick them and use them in our paintings or use them for our crafts. But we do always have to think about the bees and the butterflies and make sure we leave plenty of flowers for them too. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Parents and carers, are you looking for a summer camp with a difference this summer? The Story Meadow Summer Camp is open from the 28th of July to the 28th of August, and we run from 9 o'clock till 4 p.m. And it is just going to be the most beautiful place to be this summer. We have a different story for each day, crafts that link to the story, and moments for the children to contribute their own ideas and to change the direction of the stories. Children will have plenty of time to dive deep into their imaginative play, to work together as a team, and to really bring their stories to life. To book on, head to the Story Meadow website, which is storymeadow.co.uk, and you'll find all of the details there.